Shucky ducky, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome now. I know yesterday I said I was gonna actually start playing New Game Plus on Horizon Forbidden West, but what I forgot to take into account was the fact that there were 2 TV shows that I wanted to watch. That is why I'm starting the stream now, because for the past 2 hours I've been watching TV.
Holy shit, did I actually beyond for a Kategari stream for a while?
Yeah, welcome PB, you're actually here on time for a change, that's incredible. Oh. In around about half an hour we're gonna have another Steel Path Eidolon hunt, so we can do one of those again. Yeah, I randomly changed my mind, we're gonna do a Warframe stream instead of a Horizon stream. So, I ended up doing 2 of my Steel Path dailies, but mainly because I also recorded a video, before I started watching TV. If only, PB, if only. So, I'm not particularly keen on doing the excavation mission, but I will do the rescue and the assassination mission, so we'll do that. How's your day been, PB? How's your day? Also, hey Arbabak. Oh, hey Fayed, how's it going? Changed your name. Okay. Yeah, just get an Xbox, Firehead. Yeah. Well, not yet, because you know, crossplay isn't a thing yet. So if the goal is to be able to join me for Eidolon hunts, getting an Xbox right now is not going to necessarily serve that goal. Yet. You know, you need to give it some time. You need to give DE some more time to figure it out. Whatever it is they need to figure out. And then we will pretty much go from there. Hey, Fayed.
Scavenger has been snared by a long dormant Orokin security system.
What your goal was to...
It's our duty to see
what the goal was to play Warframe. No, he said that specifically after I mentioned we were going to do another Steel Path Eidolon hunt. So, in that context, the goal appears to be to try and join me for that Steel Path Eidolon hunt. That's the prompt. Jesus Christ. Fard Scaffold, seriously. If you haven't tried it out yet, I recommend Fard Scaffold.
I will consider.
It's with void procs and decent status chance. This thing just completely destroys, man. It's basically magnetized the amp.
We will start the process to shut down the portal, severing any link with our agent.
Anyway, how's your day been, Fayed? How's your day been?
Quick, use those consoles to change the destination of the vault portal. One of them has to lead to our agent.
What? Oh, Stalker! Hello. Alright, crewman! got him.
This is not possible.
Thank you, Unglus. Thank you.
Your Tenno powers are useless.
My Tenno powers are allegedly useless. This last one then? Here we go. We're farming Mesa New Optics since yesterday, no luck. Mesa Prime?
It's our agent. Make sure.
Oh, that's rough, right? That's rough. Want to sell her and the spare Titania Prime I have before she's free.
Stay focused.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Before she's free.
Give me a weapon.
Is there an unvaulted that I'm unaware of?
Come on. Fine. I'll use these blasphemous medicines now and repent later.
You have Mace. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the question then becomes like, how much is a single piece? How much is a full set? If you wanna maybe like quickly get some profit, but like, you will get less profit. I think Fayed here is trying to maximize his profits by minimizing his overhead. He's gonna be free in Tenocon.
Valuable lesson.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're giving away Titania Prime. That's right. They're giving away Titania Primes for everyone. Mm-hmm. Is Titania actually the most expensive prime frame? Is that real? Oh, Loki. Who's the most expensive prime frame now? Would it be like Mad Prime or Rhino Prime or someone that's been vaulted for years? I mean, I personally don't think Loki Prime is worth that if it's that expensive. It's like fucking Loki shit. Probably still Loki. Is it because he just hasn't had a rerun, an unvaulted rerun? Here I am, a fucking Genshin player. Be like, yeah, has he not had a rerun yet? When is the Loki Prime banner, DE? When is the Loki Prime rerun, huh? When is the Loki Prime rerun? Asking the big questions. Loki Prime rerun when, DE? Where the fuck is he? Oh, hey, Gastia, how's it going?
Nice work taking down the VIP.
Oh yeah, I'll try out that Valkyria build.
Corvus walkers are heading to your location.
If I can, anyway. Anyway, apparently the Kazuha banner is coming very soon, Fayed. Apparently in 2.8 it's gonna be Kazuha Klee. Kazuha Klee reruns first half. And I can't remember who this is gonna be. Probably Yoimiya. I think it's gonna be Kazuha Klee first half, Yoimiya second half. That's what I've heard. And because it's Kazuha Klee and Yoimiya, 2.8 is probably going to be the first time in a long time where Kategari doesn't spend a single dollar on the game. Not a single dollar. PB asks, quote, Kate, what do you think of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster? What's there to think about? It was a disaster that happened a very long time ago, and it continues to affect the entire area of Chernobyl to the point where, to this day, there has not been any, there's not been any real human civilization there for the past, what, 30 years, thereabouts? 30, 40 years? I don't know when that place will ever be safe for human contact ever, or if it will ever happen. If that happens in my lifetime, I think that will be fantastic. One day we could wake up and be like, ladies and gentlemen, the entire city of Chernobyl is finally safe for human civilization once again. Oh, that would be dope. Until then, Google says it's going to be 2028. Really? Is it that close? I mean, I personally won't be going because it's in, like, Chernobyl's Ukraine, right? Chernobyl safe when?
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another
Chernobyl safe when? I have no idea. Bottom line is, I probably won't go there anyway, because by the time it's safe, guess what? The Russians are still bombing it. Because remember, Chernobyl is in Ukraine, and Ukraine is currently still in a war against Russia. A war that, may I remind you, is going surprisingly badly for Russia. I kept thinking when they started the war, I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be a wrap within like 3 days. Because it's fucking Russia against a small-ass country like Ukraine, right? But the Ukrainians are like really holding their own. They haven't actually rolled over for the past, what, 3 months? Jesus Christ, man. It's nuts. So, do the Kategari kick. That's the thing, PB. I'm not that limber. I'm not that physically. I'm not that physically capable of doing that.
Yeah, boy.
That kick. I don't know how. All right, what do I need? Valkyrie. All right, let's have a look at this build. I've got it saved. Don't worry, mate. I don't need to. You don't need to post it anywhere. All right, let's have a look here. What do we got? Okay, well, first off, I'm a little bit screwed as is. PSF. Yay. Okay. Alright, so we first need growing power. Okay. I'm gonna leave PSF to the very end because I don't think I'll be able to fit it on my Valkyrie just yet, and besides PSF, it's there to serve a specific purpose, and we know what that purpose is, so I don't think we necessarily need it. You're running Blind Rage. You're running a 14 Blind Rage, which I don't have. And I'm not going to make a 14 Blind Rage just to simulate your build, so that's where I am with that. You're going to put Narrow-Minded, Streamlined, Fleeting Expertise. Okay, we're going to put Fleeting here. That's a max Fleeting as well. So you got Fleeting here. You've also got a max Streamline as well. You've somehow fit it. Oh yeah, you've put more Former. So the thing is, you've put way more Former on your Valkyria Prime, I'm guessing, than I have, and that I ever need to, because I don't necessarily need all that Former. Now, what am I looking for? Eternal War. You can find that here. Prime Continuity. Oh yeah, Prime Continuity. Okay, let's put that over here. Oh, let's do that actually. Prime Continuity. Umbral Intensify. Okay. And you've got a Narrow-Minded in there. Well, shit. Okay, well, that really fucks up my plans. Do I have a max rage? Yes, I do. The strength requirements are very strict. Oof. It all adds up to 360 strength. So you just get full pillage strip. So that's the goal. Okay. Okay, we probably should have started with that, mate. Probably should have started with that. Okay, well then how about I do this? Umbral Intensify. I don't have Molt Augmented though, that's the thing. Like my Molt... I've only got one Molt Augmented, so I don't think it matters. Like it does, just hang on. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I haven't maxed my Molt Augmented yet. Also, in order to use Molt Augmented, I basically have to be sitting in a survival mission for like half an hour, probably. Alright, let me have a look. So the goal is to have as much power strength as possible. We don't necessarily need this. Okay, we're gonna need this somehow. We're gonna have to make some we're gonna need some compromises here because the simple fact is I've not put nearly as much former as you have. Where's rage? Rage. Wait, where's rage? Oh, here it is. And what do I have in the way of a 9 drain? Narrow-minded! This is the best I will do. So, the idea is to have 286. So... Okay. So, you're saying 360 with Matter-Eye. So... Matter-Eye is plus 40. So, from 360 you go down to 320. Molt Augmented is plus... What's max Molt Augmented again? It's plus 60? I think it's 60, right? Oh, 360 without Matter-Eye. Okay, no, completely out of the question. Out of the fucking question. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to reach that at all. I'm sorry, dude, but the fact is, I can't reach that without putting in, 13 former on this fucking build, dude. So, unfortunately, I didn't realize that was the goal. The goal was to reach 400% power strength, which is never something that I've ever strived to do, so I won't be able to test your build for you, mate. But you have the build, right? So what do you need me to test it for? Have you're somehow unable to test it yourself? Or is this someone else's build? Ah, it's your build, okay. Well then how about you... Yeah, well... See how it goes for other people? Oh, okay. Hello, Sue. Yeah, okay, well... You're gonna have to find someone who's... You're gonna have to find a Valkyrie main, I think. Yeah, I think you're gonna need to find a Valkyrie main who's put like 10 former on their Valkyrie, because at that point they might be able to, you know, actually do the build. Me? No. I finally reached level 30? Boom! There it is!
Ta-ta, lovelies.
There it is, chat. Let's have a look at the, have a look at that Sayandana. I probably won't take it off mine. I probably won't swap it for mag. But let's have a look at it anyway. So, what's the Sayandana called? Glacier Sayandana. Ah, there it is. Chat, how do you guys feel about this? Can't say I can't say I like it. It's, I mean, at least it's a cape, which is a start. I do prefer the cape Cyan Danas to the other types of Cyan Danas. Like, I've never been a fan of the string Cyan Danas or like the scarf looking ones. I'll be right back. It works well on your mag at least. It looked horrible whenever I use it. Lol. But Protovire, yeah, I think, yeah, when you have Protovire armor and everything like that, I feel like just completing the set is the way to go. I need to change the appearance of this bloody thing. Okay, let me see. Skin? All right, Shiroko Am skin. Yeah, I'm gonna follow that shit. Wait. Hey DE, you might want to do something about the amps, mate. They're going straight through the operator's hand. They're going. Am I wrong here? Is this not going straight through her hand? That's. Oh, that's painful, bro. Ouch. That's going straight through her hand. She's like doing that, it's going straight through, sticking out the other side. Oh, DE, you might want to do something about that. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, dude. Oh. Overwatch 2 beta is out. Hey, do I need to sign up for that or nah? Oh, whoops. Or is it just straight up like available if you have the Battle.net launcher? You have to sign up? Fucking bullshit, Blizzard. Almost as much. Oh! That's fucking bullshit, Blizzard. Almost as much bullshit as the newly discovered, well, recently discovered hidden whale mechanic in Diablo Immortal, chat. It turns out that when we thought that it took $110,000 to maximize your character, what we actually didn't realize and what we didn't take into account, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you max your character by getting an awakened 5-star gem, it turns out that it opens up a system, apparently, which allows you to slot in 5 additional 5-star gems, each taking a not insignificant amount of money to acquire, or otherwise a not insignificant amount of time to acquire. Chat, would anyone, if you've read this particular article, or if you have read this particular Reddit thread, please don't answer, because I want the rest of chat to guess. If it takes an estimated $110,000 to awaken a 5-star gem, as it is called, to awaken a 5-star gem, which then opens up a system where you can then slot other 5-star gems, how much money do you think that costs altogether? How much money do you think, this is Diablo Immortal, how much money do you think it costs to actually maximize your character? We thought it cost 110k when you apparently awaken a 5-star gem. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know the details of what I'm talking about. I just understand the idea. 100k times 5. Is that your final answer, Caesars? Soup is saying 6 times 100,000. Gastiaho is saying 300,000, I'm guessing. These are all very interesting guesses. These are all very... Oh no, Caesars is now changing to 600,000. Okay, so both Caesars and Soup are saying 600,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know the answer. But what I do know... Like, I don't know what the maximum amount of money is in terms of the answer. But what has apparently been calculated, if you factor in some luck, because apparently luck is a factor in this. If you factor in some luck, the current estimate is $540,000. $500,000, ladies and gentlemen. Diablo Immortal, it apparently can cost $500,000 to fully max a character. I have never heard of this before. $500,000. And think about it. The original estimates. Hang on. Think about it. The original estimate was that it would either take $110,000 to awaken your 5-star gem and therefore max your character, or a total of maybe 11 years playtime. Which means, if it actually takes an estimated $500,000, or let's just say $540,000, then if we equalize the amount of money to the amount of game time required, it takes 54 years of game time. I'm not sure if it's continuous game time. There might be some, time. There might be some time stops throughout every day. You know how like in Genshin resin takes fucking forever to refresh. You know, that kind of shit. 54 years. I don't even think the game will be available. I don't think the game will be out for 54 fucking years. Oh, maybe it will. I don't know. 54 years to max out your character. By which then, if the game continues to be developed, we're probably getting to Diablo Immortal like 10. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. $540,000. With that kind of money, I can actually buy... With that kind of money, instead of maximizing a character in Diablo Immortal, I can buy a very tiny apartment in Sydney. Very tiny apartment in Sydney. Fuck, I hate the housing market in Sydney so much sometimes, man. $540,000. Don't tell me I'm a whale in Genshin. Because A, I'm not. B, there's like Tectone who's much more of a whale than I am. When Diablo Immortal exists. You may or may not agree with the policies of a certain US representative by the name of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, also known as AOC. You may or may not agree with her policies. I'm not going to debate them. But if the idea is that she is going to be old enough to potentially run for president in the United States, I think she should run for president. If AOC actually becomes president, this will be the first time, I think, in US history that they will have a gamer president. Because remember, this chick at least made it to Silver League in League of Legends, so she's actually played games to in some meaningful capacity. Obviously she's not like a freaking platinum league player or shit like that, but she's played video games to some meaningful capacity. If she runs for president and wins, they will have the first gamer president. And I think, among a variety of other things, I think it will be a wonderful opportunity to finally have actual legislation, in the US at least, on loot boxes and that kind of bullshit in video games. I think that will be a wonderful opportunity. It's definitely, I think, a platform that she could run on if she decides to run for president. We'll see what happens, eh? I cannot be a gamer president, Soup. You know why? Because I'm not an American citizen, number one. Number two, I'm an Australian citizen. The best I could hope for is to be Prime Minister of Australia if I even want to try. But I can't even do that yet. I can't even do that yet until I relinquish my Kiwi citizenship, because that caused a whole shit show. That caused a whole shitstorm a while ago. The whole dual citizenship thing, because apparently if you want to be an Australian politician, you have to have only Australian citizenship, and I'm still, I believe, a citizen of New Zealand, even though I haven't renewed my Kiwi passport in a very, very long time. Obviously, because I have no intention of running for office, this is irrelevant to me, right? All of that is just irrelevant to me. I can continue running around with a Kiwi passport if I so desire. Them's the rules. I will never be a gamer president. At best, I could try to be a gamer prime minister of Australia. Highly unlikely that's going to happen, though. For the reasons as I have just suggested. Have you tried the new incarnates? No, I still haven't. I still haven't. You want to know why? It's the easiest reason why. There's no incarnate bow, and so I'm not all that interested anymore. It's that simple. It's that simple. DE, bring me an incarnate bow and I'll maybe try the incarnate system for a change, hey? Until then, I'm probably just not gonna bother. The incarnate weapons, unfortunately, are probably just gonna end up being MR fodder, if anything. What happened to your MR30 plans? That's what I mean. They're probably just gonna be an MR fodder. They're probably just gonna be MR fodder. That's basically it. Speaking of MR fodder, we're gonna make the Trumna. That's what I need to make. Trumna. So what do I need? Tempered Bapholite. Okay, let's start off with that. Okay, I can make a bunch of tempered Bapholite. No worries. I also need an argon crystal. Ah, shit. An argon crystal. Anyway, how's everyone going? I want to show you guys something that I came across on the subreddit. Not the subreddit. I came across a MR fodder TBH. The pistol is very strong. MR fodder in the sense that I'll probably stop using it within a matter of an hour. There was apparently some data that was harvested from Reddit comments from 2006 to 2020. And it is a frequency of quote-unquote rude compound words. You know, dumbass, fucktard, you know, that kind of thing, yeah? Here's the data. Here's the data. Dumbass obviously being a very common rude compound right there. You know, douchebag, you know, scumbag, pretty much, you know, you're very normal dickhead, shithead, you know, dipshit, there we go, asshat, libtards, very common indeed. You know, also Trumptards for some reason, also very common, you know, cocksucker, of course, very common indeed, you know, the ones that we've heard a lot of. Ass clown, you know, there we go. Bomb Goblin is a new one. I've never heard of that before. Poop Goblin is also a new one. I've never heard of that one before. Apparently rude compound words with the rude compound words starting with poop. Very uncommon, strangely enough. And also bum and wank for the most part. Although Wank Goblin, okay, that's a new one. I feel like I'm gonna have to try and use that a little bit more. Wank Goblin and I feel like Wank Goblin and Wank Clown. I feel like those have got to be emerging. Cause what could possibly be a Wank Goblin? That to me like gives it gives me such a I feel like that gives like a visceral reaction to me. The idea that you are calling someone a quote wank goblin. What the what? What could that possibly mean? Wank stain. Yeah, wank stain is a very that's a common one actually. Or apparently not that common. I'm pretty sure wank stain was a pretty common one, but apparently not. Dipstick, fuckstick. Fuckstick? Who the hell is saying fuckstick? Trump Lord is apparently being used a not insignificant amount of times. Well, okay, keep in mind, that's like in like the double digits. Keep in mind, like that yellow orangey color is between 10 and 100, as opposed to 1 million and 3 million. So keep that in mind. You know, like these ones that are yellow, they're used in like the single and double digits. So it was used a handful of times in 14 years. In 14 years, yeah? What the fuck is... Okay, I think this is sitting at 0. I think Lib Goblin is a new one. I feel like if you're a MAGA crowd kind of dude, Lib Goblin might actually start popping up in the lexicon. I would not be surprised if we start seeing people calling, you know, liberals, you know, Lib Goblins. Oh, you fucking Lib Goblin. Running around here, you know, screaming about taking away my God-given right to have guns in a supermarket. Fucking Lib Goblins. You can pry my guns from my cold dead hands, you damn lib nozzle, lib sucker. No, that's not a thing. No shot. Lib bag, lib hat. Lib hat. No way. Libwit. Okay, the idea that a libwit has apparently been used more than 0 times, I'm questioning that person. I am questioning that person very much. What is a libwad? What could that possibly mean? Lib boy. That sounds vaguely pedophilic. I'm not gonna lie. Lib boy sounds vaguely pedophilic. And so does wank boy, which I'm glad has not been used at all, because that does sound vaguely pedophilic. Although poop boy being used more than once is already concerning, if you ask me. Bum boy, or as it's commonly said in Australia, butt boy, is actually very vulgar. It's a very vulgar term used. Cock boy is, I think, just a little bit too pedophilic for most people's use. So the idea that it's been used 1,000 times is actually quite concerning, if you ask me. What else has not been used? Scum goblin, dumb goblin. I feel like the goblin terms are gonna start getting used a lot more, I reckon. Cock goblin? What the fuck does that even mean? If anything, you might want to call someone a goblin cock. Because at least then it gives you the idea that it's just this warty, disgusting green cock that nobody wants to put in their mouths, let alone their vaginas. Or hell, even their assholes. Probably not a good idea. If they're a bad dragon, you know, if there's such a thing as like the gigantic bad dragon, what are they called? Dildos? Are they classified as dildos? I don't know. If those exist, I get the feeling that goblin cock dildos exist. What the fuck, do people really use that as an insult? Yeah, apparently so. Whatever ass goblin means. I've never heard anyone say that before. Trump goblin. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys because I came across that today. I think it was pretty funny to come across some of the terms. Very interesting. Very interesting that in English we have such a colorful way of hey, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, hey, you. How's it going? How's it going, Cephalon Gary? Just wanted to share that with you, that the English language is so full to the brim with a colorful collection of just the most ridiculous ways of fucking insulting people. I'm from a different country, so that's kind of funny. Oh, you all a bunch of goblins. Yeah, pretty much, mate. Pretty much. Alright, so that's Baphilite sorted out. Trumna also needs a dromal alloy. So a dromal alloy is also something I need, which I can make now. Wonderful. And yeah, whoever Gary is apparently a Cephalon. Okay, apparently is not the correct word. Allegedly a Cephalon. Waxen sebum deposit. Chad, how do I get that again? Is that through fish? That's through fish, right? Wait, is it time for an Eidolon hunt?
Operator, my foundry has completed a new item. Does this please the operator?
Okay, fuck it. Nah, you know what? Nah, sack it. I'm not gonna bother. No Steel Path Eidolon hunt tonight, folks. I'm too busy trying to figure out Trumna! Or more like truck nuts. Okay, Code only finally triple crowned Yoimiya? Fuck, I thought he triple crowned Yoimiya ages ago. Well, I'll have a look at that video eventually. And then not bother getting Yoimiya when she rerolls. When she reruns. Or maybe I will, I don't know. We'll see. Wait, if it's fish, I need to go and talk to, I don't need to talk to, Mama. I need to talk to Waifu. Waifu?
Cormoros and Kaylee, sibling pioneers researching together on the threshold of the void. You know what
do
you're
I
doing,
have?
so I'll let you get on with it. I'd appreciate being allowed to watch, however.
Waxum Oh, Animorphosi. Oh, I need to find these. Okay. So I need to go and get some more Animorphosi. Exocrine
fish. Would you?
Oh, okay. Well, I might as well grab these while I'm at it. These are no, that's too expensive. Yep, this I can do. But she's a bow character. Yeah. But I just don't see myself ever using her. I just don't think I'll ever use her. There's never been a point in time where I'm like, oh, I really want to get Yoimiya.
Go fishing.
Like, I've never had that thought. Every time I think about, like, wanting to get Yoimiya. What about Thundering Pulse for Aloy?
Hello.
I don't think I need to do that.
See you soon.
What's Thundering Pulse? It's a crit rate bow, isn't it? I feel like I'm already. I think it's a. Oh no, it's a crit damage bow. It's a crit damage bow, isn't it? Okay. Increase attack by 20%. Grants Thunder Emblem. Stack levels 1, 2, 3. By doing normal attack damage, casting elemental skills, and having energy less than 100%. Okay, I mean, fair enough. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But like, I haven't really, like, the thing is that like, I've also not really had the thought of like, oh, I really need to get Thundering Pulse for Aloy. Yeah. I've never had the thought of, oh man, I really need to get Thundering Pulse for Aloy as well. Like my need for Thundering, like my Aloy does so much damage as is that like between Aqua Simulacra, Skyharp, you know, between Aqua Simulacra and Skyharp, I feel like I've already got enough as is. But maybe, you know, maybe I might change my mind. Between then and now, like, there's still an entire banner cycle where I definitely won't be spending a single dollar. So maybe I'll change my mind. We'll see. We'll see. How much waxen thing? Oh. Let's just go and catch some fish. Aminophysi. Where do I find that, chat? Whereabouts do I find that? Do I need to wait a certain moment in order to get that, or...? And in order for me to use Thundering Pulse on Aloy, I'm gonna need to get myself a better cryo damage goblet from Noblest set. I'm gonna need to get a better Noblest cryo damage goblet. Because I'm right now using an attack goblet on Aloy. So if I'm going to use a weapon that gives me extra attack and stuff like that, well, probably a good idea to be using a cryo damage bonus goblet then. I'm looking for Aminophysi.
床前明月光，疑是地上霜。举头望明月，低头思故乡。
What? I don't even know what that means. I don't know if I did that particular thing properly. That was a cave. Well, anyway, here's a fishing spot. Did they have blink pad here too? Yeah, they did. Oh, what? Okay, clearly, before I want to farm anything, before before I want to fish anything. I need to take out this nonsense. Shit. Whoa. Thank you. I have no idea what I actually need. Oh, no, hang on. Luminous dye. Lobostrid. That's not the one that I need. The bloom in Demos is OP. Yeah. I suspect this is not the right spot. What? I suspect this is not in fact the right spot. Yep. Prime Cave. So how do I get into this cave? Oh, there. So in here there should be a fishing spot around here somewhere. In theory there's supposed to be a fishing spot in here. I did not know. Oh, here we go. Well, they're not necessarily the ones I'm looking for, but... Get that. Get. Oh, where the hell is it? Oh, you... What?
Bravo! Annihilate that life form. Obliterate any morsel of data we might have gleaned from it.
I had to take out that wildlife, unfortunately. I needed to kill 3 things in order to get my last gasp active, and unfortunately those borrowing thingamajigs, well, they were it. That everything? Thank you. Alright, let's have a look around. No, I don't need this. Oh, crap. I accidentally shot it. Wait, that's a perfect capture?
Very well done, Tenno. Once it recovers,
Universe, I shot it with my bow.
it'll think itself in paradise.
Oh, other side. Wait. Okay, what are these? Oh, there it is! Yeah. What the fuck? Where did it go? There it is! Okay, so it's like around here. Oh shit. I'm gonna need my necromancer to take care of this one. Since I can bring out my necromancer. Oh, you little shit.
Appreciate how much your kind enjoyed bathing in spilled ichor and viscera, but I specifically asked for the life form to be sedated.
Come on. Oh, you guys want more too? Okay. Big guns, let's go. Anyway, I think I have enough Waxum Sibum thingamajigs now. I should be good to go. Get out of here. Hey, do you know what a skinwalker is? Skinwalker? What? Sounds like a zombie. What the hell is that? It sounds like a half cross between a zombie and a prostitute. Are you trying to hook someone up with a zombie prostitute? What's going on?
I wish Lloyd and
stumbled
Otak
upon
would
this
visit us
video.
more often. The family isn't truly united until the servants have come home.
July 2021. Upon listening to this barking sound, I noticed
Okay. It's apparently some sort of paranormal thing. 9-ish.
which is the hallmark trait. Everything that I'd
Are
experienced
you thinking of doing some
in the
fishing with the
night,
exocrine?
which is the
I
hallmark
can help.
trait of a skinwalker. A skinwalker is a spirit with the ability. Everything that I'd experienced was in the nighttime, which is the hallmark trait of a skinwalker. A skinwalker is a spirit with the ability to transform into any different type of animal at will.
Yeah, dude, I don't know anything about this, mate. I don't know anything about this.
They are most frequently seen as coyote. Ability of a skinwalker that experienced was in the nighttime, which is the hallmark trait of a skinwalker. A skinwalker is a spirit with the ability to transform into any different type of animal at will. They are most frequently seen as coyotes, wolves, foxes, eagles, owls, or crows. The only thing we don't have out here are wolves. But coyotes, foxes, owls, and crows, funny enough, recently I've seen a lot of. They can also steal the face of different people and can sometimes appear as someone you know. If you accidentally lock eyes with a skinwalker,
There are fascinating
absorb-
things down
Okay,
in the
here we go.
exocrine.
This is from the
Grotesque,
Wikipedia.
yes, but survival isn't pretty.
This is from Wikipedia. Quote: in Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. The term is never used for healers, though. In the Navajo language, Yenaldlushia. Okay, I'm clearly fucking that up. Okay, hang on. Let me give this another try. In the Navajo language, of which I don't know the accent to even try to use, so I'm just trying to guess here. Yenaldlushi translates to, by means of it, it goes on all fours. While perhaps the most common variety seen in horror fiction by non-Navajo people, the Yenaldlushi is one of several varieties of skinwalkers in Navajo culture. Specifically, they are a type of Antini. They're a type of Antini. Okay, there we go. Navajo witches, including skinwalkers, represent the antithesis of Navajo culture values.
There's all sorts swimming in the exocrine.
While community
here,
healers and
Demos.
cultural workers are known as medicine men and medicine
perfect.
women, or by other positive, nurturing terms in the local indigenous language, witches are seen as evil, performing twisted ceremonies and manipulating magic in a perversion of the good works medicine people traditionally perform. In order to practice their good works, traditional healers learn about both good and evil magic, obviously. Most can handle the responsibility, but some people become corrupt and choose to become witches. The legend of the skinwalkers is not well understood outside of Navajo culture, both due to reluctance to discuss the subject with outsiders, as well as those from outside the culture, lacking the lived experience native commentators feel is needed to understand the lore. Traditional Navajo people are reluctant to reveal skinwalker lore to non-Navajo people or to discuss it amongst those they do not trust. Interesting. Apparently, J.K. Rowling used Navajo culture and Navajo myths as part of their writing, and when this was done, quote, "We as native people are now open to a barrage of questions about these beliefs and traditions, but these are not things that need or should be discussed by outsiders. At all. I'm sorry if that seems unfair, but that's how our cultures survive." Okay. Fair enough. It seems like what we're dealing with here is some form of a witch. And if Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is anything to teach us, witches are pretty powerful beings that are capable of tapping into a realm of magic that is often not used by sorcerers and wizards and magicians. Witches are real? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so best thing to do if you suspect witchcraft it has run afoul of the place that you are at, probably be a good idea to get out of there. Because, you know, unless you are trained in the magic arts or you have some form of a magical artifact that you can draw power from, I don't think you'll be able to really... Like, unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to, you know, you'll be able to go up against that kind of thing. Like, why do you think I wear these 5 rings? They are a magical artifact right there. These are magical artifacts. They give me... I'm able to at least tap into some power to provide at least a modicum amount of defense. I don't claim to have enough power or hell even the training to be a fully fledged sorcerer or a fully fledged wizard, but like when you at least have the gear, you can at least do something to buy yourself enough time to escape a witch. And yes, I do speak from experience. But Kate, what of capoeira? Unfortunately, witches are immune to physical attack. If you want to fight a witch, you basically have to fight them on their own terms. I've seen it happen. It's not pretty. They basically draw from runes, and you know, like, have you seen WandaVision? They pretty much explain how witches work. A witch can cast runes, and you better make sure that the witch has not casted runes, because if they do, well, tough shit. You're not going to be able to actually use your own magic, which is actually it's what makes witches like super duper strong. You enter a witch's lair, there's a good fair chance you're not going to be leaving alive. WandaVision, the show, they pretty much explain how witches work. They pretty much explain how witches work. It's like I was shocked they actually went there. But yeah, So yeah, it's not just like Navajo witches, Celtic witches, witchcraft in Asian culture, witchcraft in like Asian mythology. That's all real, obviously. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with that shit, dude. You really don't. They do all sorts of crazy shit, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. I thought magic is just fantasy fiction bullshit. That's what the government wants you to think. Did it ever occur to you that the powers that be want you... that the best way that the powers that be can control the minds of the everyday man, of the everyman, if you will, is to make them believe that they do not exist? Come on, PB.
Be careful with the first incision.
Open your mind, dude. Open your mind.
Can wreck everything. Excellent job. And hardly end until next time.
What was the, what's the quote? What was the quote? See, remember, the quote is, "The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist." And that's exactly what has duped you, PB. The powers that be hold the most power when people are not even prepared to believe that they exist. So, If you think I sound like a flat earther, that's your prerogative. But in doing so, you're basically ensuring that the magic realm continues to hold some level of dominion over you. But hey, if that makes you comfortable, it makes it look, if it makes you comfortable, it's fine. You know, most of the time they keep to their own. And if you stay within the city, if you stay within city limits, generally speaking, the witches are not gonna come for you. You know? If you stay within city limits, the witches tend to not go for you. Yeah. But if you go out to the countryside, PB, well, don't say I didn't warn you. Do some magic. That's not how it works. Again, I'm only able to tap into some power. Sometimes. I'm not a trained sorcerer. I am not a trained sorcerer. PB, what part of I am not a trained sorcerer do you not understand? I only have the artifacts, but they're not going to be able to just call down shit at will. I need to get the training in order for that to happen, and unfortunately I was not able to get that. Because we moved. But as these were passed down from generation to generation, I have them. And they've only worked so far once. And that's all that matters. If it weren't for that, I'd be gone. We wouldn't be streaming. Crazy ass witches, dude. Crazy ass witches. You don't want, seriously. This is a serious thing. You don't want to fuck with them, man. You don't want to fuck with them.
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another mission?
Alright, what was I making? Tromna, right? Alright, so the only thing I need now is an argon crystal. And more adromal alloy. Adromal alloy. Okay. I was watching Philip DeFranco today. And that's how I found out about... Hang on, let me bring up the news story for today. I wonder if this is going to work. Alright, here we go.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
Hold on.
Dishes. My brother brought some Mickey D's.
Oh, okay, this is being covered on 7 News. Sweet. Okay. Alright, let me get the argon crystal first, and then I'll talk about this really like tragic news that I heard this morning. This really fucked up news that I heard.
Life support.
Your
has
brother
been cut
bought
off.
yourself some Mickey D's.
Trying to choke you out.
Nice.
Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
What's that one? That will be the Madurai one. Because obviously I'm such a Madurai main that of course it's gonna be the Madurai one. Yeah, don't forget when you have like an abundance of Madurai, when you have an abundance of standing, You can use your abundance of standing to buy, what are they called? Simulars? No, not simulars. That's a weapon. That's the thing about like these like weird naming conventions. It's like I don't actually remember what they're called. They're not called ship ornaments per se. They have like their own special name.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Why is it that sometimes the enemies move as if they're like from Tetris? No, not Tetris. As if they're like Space Invaders. Have you noticed that like sometimes the enemies just suddenly move in like 3 frames a second? It's not like my game is running at 3 frames a second, it's actually the enemies themselves are running at 3 frames a second. Oh, there's my lava crystals, I'm done. All we need to do now is last for another 3 minutes. I know it's a lot longer than some of you guys can last in bed! Okay, from as long as you can remember, do you know about Chinese mythical creatures? Well, I mean, I think everyone knows about at least a handful of Chinese mythical creatures. We can of course start with the dragon.
Life support on
Dragons,
the way.
of course, existing in a variety of mythologies. Of course, including, of course, Chinese mythology. But, I mean, I haven't thought about Chinese mythological creatures in a while. I'm really struggling to think of another one right now. I want to say there's a serpent type, but there's always a serpent type. Hell, even in Aboriginal culture, in Aboriginal Australian culture, or rather Aboriginal mythology, there is the rainbow serpent. Yeah, the rainbow serpent. Like there's probably some form of a snake somewhere. Why do you ask? Keep in mind, like I grew up primarily in Australia, so I'm more aware of like English, Celtic, Greek mythological creatures than I am about like Asian mythological creatures. Because you grow up learning about like Medusa and the Leviathans and shit like that. Less about, but like my Chinese mythology is more about like the stories of like Cao Cao. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Not Cao Cao, no shot. Cao Cao, Liu Bei, and Zhang Fei. Essentially, I think Zhu Liang is part of that. Stop using a freaking wave on me. Oh, no shot.
Is off to a successful
Alright, is that
start.
that's it. Okay, let's get out of here.
When you are ready, go to extraction.
Apparently there's someone watching on YouTube, but they haven't said a thing. It's probably Pedro, who's at work, I think. So I'm guessing that's what's happening.
Very good.
Oh wait, no, you're Pedro. Wait, then who the? Okay, who the hell's in YouTube chat then? If it's not you, then who the hell's in YouTube chat? Oh shit. Okay, have you handled guns? Yes. I have. Oh, it's Vivian. Oh, hey Vivian, how's it going? Who's Gary? Who the fuck is Gary? Alright, are we finally gonna be able to build this damn thing? Let's do it. Alright, Trumna. Anyway, how's it going, Vivian? How's it going? Alright, let's do this. Okay, that's done. Alright. If not entirely from y'all's desire,
I will attempt to bypass this fault.
100 plat later, you now have a Trumna. It only took forever, but we finally have a Trumna. Let's level this thing up and then proceed to not use it. So let's see. Usage, rank. Let's go with rank to start off with. Oh, I have a bunch of weapons I need to level up anyway. Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. I have no secondaries I need to level up yet. Lieutenant Grigori. I have a Lieutenant Livia. Yep, I need to level that up. Do I seriously not have any secondaries that I can just make one now? What do I possibly need to make a secondary that I haven't? Akjagara goddamn prime. Oh goddamn it. Synoid Colstar. Kraken. Alright, what do I need to make a Kraken? Would you rather be knocked out by Taekwondo's most powerful move or Kyokushin Karate's most powerful move? It doesn't matter, I'll be knocked out. What do I need to make? Oh, okay. That's a non-question, PB. If the idea is I get knocked out by either, then I'll be knocked out. It doesn't. I don't rather either of them. I have no. What's the word? I have no bias either way. Oh god damn it! This thing requires 4,800 cryotic. God damn it! Remember when I was considering like sorting out a Cyber? Well, now I'm 4,000 cryotic further away from that goal. Which, granted, you know, I wasn't really making a whole lot of headway towards that goal to begin with, but still.
Safe and sound.
I'm now 4,000 freaking cryotic away from that goal, which is just, this is ridiculous, man. Okay! I guess I'll bring a Trinity for a change. Not that I'm going to use. It's not like I'm going to use those weapons much. Oh god, nobody's playing ESO. No! Nobody's playing ESO. Come on, folks. Wakey, wakey. It's time to help me level up weapons quickly. Where the hell is everyone? Swap to Asian server. I'd probably swap to US. Probably swap to NA, but yeah. I'm surprised. I'd be surprised if that actually works. Asia server, really? Because I never really thought that Warframe has a huge Asian community. But if they do, they do. Ooh. I wonder what my ping's gonna be on Asia server. But be warned, it's Wukong land. Hey, as long as they can kill everything fast enough, I don't give a shit. Warframe literally owned by 10. Oh yeah, no, good point. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Good point. Love you, Yuan. Well, that's our first Asian sounding name of the day. Boom, there it is. I've been on Oceania server for the longest time, and I do sometimes get people pop in and be like, oh my god, are you Kategari the YouTuber? Are you streaming right now? I do get that, you know? So it seems like I'm at least known enough for that. I would be shocked if that ever happened on the on Asian server. I think South America. Itchy of many. Okay, I feel like you're new, but apparently you're not, and I don't recognize your name at all. Who the hell are you? You have 11 messages total.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on.
And the last time you said what? And the last time you said something in this chat was like was almost a year ago. It's 9 months ago. Well, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Anyway, I feel like South America is a ghost town. To be fair, I think everyone in South America is on the North American server. You know? I get the feeling that's what's happened. Maybe South America is a ghost town because everyone in South America is trying to play with North America. You know, try not to break up the Americas. To be fair, Oceania is sometimes a ghost town as well. But that's because everyone in Oceania is also trying to join in the North America server. Everyone in Oceania region is also trying to join the North America region. You know? So the North America region is like a real collective of potentially South America regions as a ghost town. Fiji, the Fiji Islands, you know, the North, the Oceanic Islands, and Australia. And New Zealand, right? It's a real catchment. You know? But, Asia server would be a huge catchment of, like, probably even the Russians. Russian players still... No! There are no Russian players. Or at least... No, there are no... No, you can't buy anything in Russia at the moment. So Russian players are kind of screwed over with regards to, like, Tenogen and shit like that. But, like, the, not the Chinese players, though, because... Warframe China, the Chinese version of Warframe is still a thing, I think. But the Japanese players, Koreans, of the South variety, of course. It's not like there's going to be North Koreans playing Warframe, because North Koreans start playing Warframe, well then obviously Kim Jong-un would have lost hold of them and they become capitalist. They become like capitalist, you know, freedom fighters, obviously. So that's obviously out of the question. But yeah, the South Koreans, the Singaporeans probably, the Vietnamese players, although they might actually try and play Oceania. I don't know who would be playing. I don't know who else would be playing Asia. Indians? Or would they try to play European server? I don't know. No, you know what? No, the Indian players, of which there's probably quite a handful, they'll probably be playing on Asian server as well. Okay, help, I've been stretching hamstrings for the past week, hardcore parkour, and for the last 2 days my right quad just feels ouchy every time I high kick. Yeah, that's what happens when you exercise, you little bitch. suck it up, sunshine, and walk it off. That's all. That's the only thing I can say. Is you get what you deserve. But just know that I think when it hurts like that, it's actually your exercise is actually working. I think. This is like it's like the big meme. It's like you have the personal trainers who are like feel the burn, right? So if that's the case, it's just like no pain, no gain. Then what you hollering for? If even you know, if even you understand no pain, no gain, then what you hollering for? Quit your jibber jabber. It's strange. It's because my right leg hurts, but my left leg doesn't.
Enter the conduit now.
Well, I mean, it's always my it's always my right leg that gets cramped, and it's always and it's always my left foot that, like, it's always been my right leg and my left foot are the ones that have always been getting cramped. If I ever get cramps, I feel like that's just normal, mate. I feel like what you described is normal. Pop off the left leg so they both hurt? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, PP isn't... Look, if it happens for a few more days, you may want to go and see a physio. Make sure you haven't fucked something up. If it hurts for like another day or two, go to the doctor. Doctor can then of course have a look at it and be like, yep, you've overdone it, my dude. In your desperate attempt to get the gains during leg day, you've not only just gotten the gains of leg day, you've also managed to gain a torn ligament. Nice one, jackass. Like, who knows? Maybe that happened. Hey, how do you normally cope with a breakup? How do I normally cope with the breakup? That implies that I've had breakups regularly. I've only had one so far, and I didn't have to cope with it at all because I was the one who called it off. The relationship just simply got way too hairy for my taste, and after a brief few days where it just kind of hit the tipping point of like borderline ghosting, I was like, nope, that's it. I can't do this no more. Can't do this no more. I think the better question is, how do I cope with rejection? Because I've definitely done that quite a lot of times. How do I cope with, you know, putting yourself out there only for yourself to just get slapped down? You tell someone you really care about them and you want to be together, and they say, yeah, no. How do I deal with that? I scream. No, not really. How do I deal with that? Probably in the least healthy way possible. I take those emotions and I shove them down. I take those emotions, I put them in a box, and I shove that box straight into a hole. And then and like, it's the least healthy way possible. I basically pull the pin. I don't think I've ever cried about something like that. I don't think I've ever cried about someone like that either. One could argue that if you don't cry about being rejected, perhaps you didn't like them, perhaps you didn't care about them as much as you thought you did. But at this point, potentially, like, I suspect that, like, doing that has potentially caused me to become such a cynical, jaded piece of shit that I don't I don't even like want to bother with that nonsense half the time anymore. So, you know, that's how I cope with it. That's how I coped with it before. Might not be the right. It might not be the right idea though. Just heads up.
Transfer still holding.
There is probably a better way. Why do you ask? Did you just break up with someone and now you're trying to find a way to deal with it? If it was a particularly nasty breakup, I would recommend talking to a friend about it. Now my friend is upset. Okay. I don't know what to say. How dare you make a new amp? Bitch, please! You weren't even here yesterday! We made the amp yesterday! Come on! Okay. Well... let me think. So, Gasty, how, like, what I would say, how I would respond to that is, like, I would actually channel my inner Steve Harvey. I think Steve Harvey, like him or not, I think Steve Harvey is a very, can provide some pretty interesting words of wisdom sometimes, especially when it comes to relationships and shit like that. I think he can provide a pretty decent amount of relationship advice. So one thing that he said before is, if your friend was in a relationship for a long time and they are really upset about the relationship ending because of the amount of time that they had invested in the relationship. Here's another way to look at it. If you knew after spending that much time with your partner, the person with which you are in a relationship with, if you knew that after spending that much time with them, they were not the one, you could, on the one hand, think, "Ah, crap! I don't want to leave because we've spent 10 years in this relationship, for example, and I don't want to break something that's been around for 10 years." Or you could turn around and say, "Yeah, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life with someone who just simply isn't the one." If your friend is upset that the relationship is over because they either mutually decided that they were not the right ones together, or if they decided that their ex now was not the right person, potentially one of the best ways to look at it, it's like putting it in perspective, is that if you knew that they were no longer the one,
Operator,
then
did you hear that? It said,
at least know that you're not going to be spending the rest of your life with someone who simply is not the right person. Does that make sense? That might not necessarily make them, no longer upset. But I think but as far as I can tell, with my limited experience, best way to look at it is to just really put it in perspective and hope that they can pull through. Otherwise, just give them time. Time, ice cream,
Operator, remembered well how the techno
something to take their mind off. I guess that usually helps. Like, I don't know, I have not had any friends go through a particularly messy breakup.
Relationship coach
That's why, like, I haven't had to deal with that all that often. Welcome back! So, yeah. I've never had to deal with that in particular. But who knows, maybe someday, like, someone will be like, "Hey, hey Kate, hey Kate, do you want to go and grab a drink? Out of nowhere, and I'll be like, yeah, sure, why? And then we go and have a drink, and he's like, so, me and the missus, we're going through a really bad divorce, and I don't know what to do about it, and I don't know how to feel about it. You know, maybe one day that will happen. We'll see. I hope not, because I don't want anyone to go through that kind of bullshit, but we'll see. Alright. I think our goal of getting closer to MR30 has been achieved. Emphasis on the word closer. Still not MR30 yet. Still not MR30 yet, but I might wrap it up tonight. It's a bit of a short stream, I know, but I might just wrap it up tonight with that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoy this stream. I can only provide as much relationship coaching as I can. Keep in mind, Kate, do you find yourself possibly attracted to trans women? To trans women? Sure. Sure. Just because you were born a dude, you want if you look like a woman, if you talk like a woman, if you act like a woman, you know. When we first, if a trans, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. A lot of trans women probably try to dress up like, probably try to actually look physically like a woman. Right? So at that point, what tends to happen is if I meet someone who doesn't really show any like physical attributes that would suggest that they're a guy, you know, how am I supposed to guess that they were born a man? How am I supposed to figure that out? You know? Best way to figure that out is if they, like, you know, unzip their pants and boom, there's a dick. Right? So until that happens, if they're a trans woman and they're dressing outwardly, and if they're like outwardly showing themselves as a woman, as far as I can tell, they're a woman. Hell, there are probably men who actually, that would be me. There are men, such as myself, who if I completely shave my face and I let my hair if I completely shave my face and I let my hair down, right? I completely shave my face, I let my hair down, right? And I wear a bright enough shirt that you can easily see that I have like ludicrously long hair, right? And then I do this, you know? I have been mistaken for a chick in a bar. I'm pretty sure I've definitely been mistaken for a chick in a bar. You know? Like, it's not... Yeah, I could pass for an ugly woman. Ouch! Or as we call them, men. No, that's not true. Men are not ugly women. That's not true. And ugly women are not men. That is 100% not true either. But, like, you know, when we look at someone, we try to register. We try to register, and by register I mean guess what a person's gender is, what a person's age probably is, and potentially what's wrong with their face. Aside from that, we have no real idea of who someone is yet. So if someone walks into the bar, if someone walks into a pub, and they dress like a woman, and they dress like a typical woman in a dress, let's say, and they have like makeup on, which is a typically sort of feminine thing to do, you know, and all that jazz. Yeah, I could. Yeah, if I took care of my skin, I might actually look pretty decent, you know? With the right makeup, you know, if I actually fix up this shit that's going on the top of my head, you know, if I actually, I guess if I took care of myself a lot better, and with the right makeup, I could potentially just rock up as a chick. But yeah, no, I just don't bother with that shit half the time. Someday, but like, you know, like this, I don't know, like this just keeps showing, it just keeps popping up, and I don't know why. Stop putting your hand on your forehead to that makes pimples appear. Stop putting your hand on your forehead. Is that the reason? Well, oh, there we go. That's probably why. If anything, I should probably try and keep my hair in front of my face, so it covers the pimples. Because it definitely like helps cover the pimples, that's for sure. Ah. Oh, thanks, dude. But like, look, if someone walks into a bar, to just okay. Bottom line, if there's a trans woman who walks into a bar, and chats me up, and they sound like a woman, they talk like a woman, they dress like a woman, like there's no way in hell I'm going to think, oh yeah, this is a trans woman. You know, there's no way I'm going to think that. If we somehow end up fucking and he pops out a dick, then I'll be like, ah, that's what's happened. Then I'll need to figure it out. But you know, until then, until then. That's gonna be it, I think, for tonight, folks. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, don't forget to follow and feel free to sub. If you're watching on YouTube, Vivian, thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're watching this now or in the future. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye chat Kategari.